A generation was shaped by hardship, discipline, and the expectation to endure without complaint. Raised by parents who survived economic collapse and war, they were taught to prioritize responsibility, stability, and action over emotional expression. Strength meant carrying burdens quietly, showing up consistently, and doing what was necessary rather than explaining how they felt. Feelings were real, but they were secondary to duty, and composure was expected even in difficult moments. Growing up among millions of peers, they learned early how to adapt within limited space and attention. They discovered how to wait, how to share, and how to function without demanding recognition. Being reliable and contributing to the whole mattered more than standing out. Patience replaced entitlement, and cooperation became a survival skill. This environment reinforced the idea that consistency and dependability held more value than visibility or praise. Care was expressed through structure, rules, and provision, rather than emotional openness. A stable home, enforced boundaries, and predictability were seen as the highest forms of love. Because of this, they developed strong independence and self-regulation, but they were rarely encouraged to explore or express their inner emotional world. They learned to handle confusion, fear, and disappointment quietly, often without language to describe it. Freedom during childhood came with constant, unspoken accountability. Communities were closely connected, and behavior was visible to others. This created a strong sense of responsibility and consistency, where reputation mattered and actions carried consequences beyond the moment. They learned to regulate themselves without supervision and to act with awareness of how their behavior affected others. Risk and failure were, just normal parts of growing up. Injuries, mistakes, and public setbacks weren't really shielded or softened. Instead, they were simply accepted as part of learning. This taught resilience, adaptability, and the ability to recover without always needing external reassurance. Failure wasn't seen as an identity, but more as information that guided improvement. Exposure to cultural change, uncertainty, and global tension, that really shaped their mindset even further. They learned to function despite fear and instability, understanding that safety was, honestly, never guaranteed. This created a steady, adaptable approach to change without the need for constant reaction or validation. Over time, these experiences formed individuals who are dependable, composed, and capable under pressure. Yet, this strength came with a cost. Emotional expression was often underdeveloped, and vulnerability was rarely practiced. In a world that now values openness, this can at times be misunderstood. The tension comes from living somewhere between endurance and expression. The strength is still there, but now there's space to allow rest, openness, and honestly, a different way of carrying life forward.